to you, you're my number one. Good days and bad days can't compare to the feeling I have when I got you near. So hold on so tightly that you'll never let me go. Hold on so tightly, we won't break it. Hold on so tightly that you'll never let me go. Hold on so tightly, together we are unshakable.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the stream. How we all doing tonight? I am sorry for not having a stream yesterday, but do not worry, we have one today. It is not a problem. Do not worry, do not worry. So, if you guys could, and you have not already, head on over to the Instagram. Check out today's post from the official Six Moons Down Instagram. You guys will see all some crazy fun stuff regarding the new stuff here. And I am just now posting a new post here that we are live. I'm trying to find a nice picture here to put. I don't know. You guys are getting a picture of a motorcycle. Yep. All right, and share. Okay, there we go. So now over on the Instagram, have a look at the motorcycle. it's it's a motorcycle with a sidecar with a mortar platform on it, which is kind of funny. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool looking. But yeah. So anyway, guys, one final thing here I forgot to do. Let me alt tab one more time here because I'm silly. I need to turn down the music and hit pause. And there we go. And unplug my headphones there, and hopefully we're still getting audio. And now, if I click on over here, ooh, okay, hold on. I'm not getting game audio. Options, video settings, no, music and sounds, output. There we go. We should be. We are getting game audio. What's up, Shades? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, I think we're good. I think everything is good. We can head on over to the gameplay now. So, we are doing a revamp of a series that we started and we never really finished, and that is Compact Claustrophobia, a series that I have not done in probably the better part of a year now. It was probably one of the first series that I did after watching a really nice gaming on caffeine video series that he did. That kind of got me interested in some of these different little thingy things. So, what we are going to do, and of course, I'm getting text messages while I'm doing this. 12 old colors? Sure, that works. Add to cart. Failed to add item to cart. Failed to add item to cart. Failed to. Amazon, you want to work with me today, please? Can I buy now? Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Okay. And let me get the correct credit card here. Let me just make sure that it is the right one. I think it. Hang on, I gotta. What is it? Hold on. My phone doesn't want to work. Let me just make sure. Okay, so anyway, Compact Claustrophobia, a game mod pack thing where we start in a box. The whole point is we are in a box, and we can take a look here. Quest lines: Compact Claustrophobia. Welcome. Stuck in a hole. We get a personal shrinking device. Oh no, you've been trapped. Here, take this handy personal shrinking device and click on the block in the floor. That should get you going. P.S. You could just pick up this device every 3 minutes from here, just in case you ever lose it. If you got any friends, check out Team Islands. I don't have friends, so we're just going to detect, submit, and claim and go back. All right, well, now we're good. The beginning. In case you wonder, why do you have an iPhone Y in your inventory? Just right click on that strange looking block at the bottom of this dark and tiny room. Well, we've already done that. So we're already inside. The real beginning. Hit the walls, left click to let out your frustrations and perhaps get out some of these things that's been hiding in the cracks. So there we go. And we get the nice little ding dings there. And there we go. That is. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's our personal shrinking device. There we go. All right. Now I do need to. Is that it? Oh, okay. There we go. Getting your hands dirty. Right click to rummage. Right click the dirt to see if there's any useful things hidden. If you do it enough, you'll also prepare it for planting. So I'm assuming, right, there we go. We get a dirt and we can rummage. Oh, and we get the little bonsais. I forgot about that. And then we can break this down, pick it back up. Oh, and there's some seeds which we can use for food eventually here. So let me just keep our personal shrinking device kind of put away here. Now, the bonsai saplings are good. I'm very happy that we've got bonsai saplings. I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. That's what we want to do. Oh, we're getting all kinds of cool stuff. It looks like finally my skin is loaded. Boba Fett, because Boba Fett is awesome, and you cannot tell me otherwise. And if you thought Book of Boba Fett sucked, get out. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you. And there we go. Homegrown wood. Get a bonsai oak sapling. Neat. So the next thing we need to do is, I guess, yeah, we'll detect and submit and we'll claim, and that gives us a little pop up for their Discord there. That's not a bad deal. Um, so another quest. Your quest book will help you a whole bunch on the journey, but it could be lost. Luckily, it's quite easy to make another. P.S. You can also delete them after doing this. No reason to keep them all around. There's also a keybind for checking out the book if you're more that kind of a person. So let me go ahead and look at controls and see what our, that's all inventory, creative mode, multiplayer, miscellaneous. Here we go. So it's the grave key. I like that. Cool. So okay, so that's good. We don't need to do the stuck in a hole anymore because that just gives us more personal shrinking devices. This whole thing, we're going to get into radiation, which is terrifying, but legal in some states. I guess for the time being, I do want to try to get some more dirt here so we can get another bit of dirt, one to rummage and one to grow some wood. So I'm sure that if we rummage a little bit here, oh, this one's giving us a lot. Keep rummaging. There we go. And look at that. We got the industrial hemp seeds. So we can drop down that, and I believe now we can stand and kind of fart. We do have the industrial hemp seeds now. And while we're at it, let's get one more bit of dirt here. And let's try to plant some regular seeds as well as some of these hemp seeds. Regular seeds and some industrial hemp seeds. So now we can start working on kind of growing all this stuff out, and hopefully, those regular seeds might be good. Um, we will be able to make wood, I assume, at some point here. So fibrous diet, it wants us to get an industrial hemp fiber, as well as wood. So to make a crafting station, I believe that said, yeah, s- but it's still not very impressive. Getting there, craft cuttings in a 2x2 to make planks. Check out the keybind for crafting tweaks for shortcuts to the crafting recipes that fill out a 2x2 or a 3x3 with the same item. By the way, a crafting station can accept JEI recipes. Well, I knew that. So let us continue growing some stuff here, as I would like to be able to kind of, eat something other than my own feces, which we are working towards getting by just crouching around here. Now, can I super shift? I can. So now if we take our cuttings, do that, and then make a crafting table, and then make a crafting station, we can set this right there. And that is my escape key, not my grave key. So now we can start working on getting a bunch of this other stuff, one of which being a sieve. And if we get the sieve, we can also get the string to do string theory, the mesh, and then some what looks to be sulfur. And then, of course, we can hammer, I guess, cobblestone down, which will be nice. So I guess we'll just spam our shift key here, and of course, if I were any smarter, I would have a keybind that would just do a um, what is it called? Oh, and there's our poop. We have gotten poop. Eat poop and don't die is a quest here. And there we go. And we get a steak back. Look at that. Burn the rest. If the taste gets stale for your palate, try adding a hint of wheat and use it as fuel. Well, we're about to get that, I would say. And if we just keep moving here, and now we can get the wheat and the poop and make poop fuel. We can also eat our steak here. Let's put that back down. And I would rather not eat poop. Um, I think we'll just continue working on our seeds here and trying to get ourselves some more stuff. So we can take our hemp fiber that we have now gotten, and of course we are looking at death momentarily here. So there's fibrous diet complete. So now it wants us to make a string, which is 3 industrial hemp fibers, which we will need to eventually. Oh, and that did it. Yep, cool. So right, we have 4 now, which means we can make a string. We then can take our string and eventually make a mesh, but that requires us to make a sieve or a sieve, depending on your pronunciation and how you wish to say it. Which is, if we go ahead, if I can remember how to English properly, to make a sieve is 4 planks, 1 slab, and 2 sticks, which we will be able to get momentarily here. And I would like to get some more wheat so we can start regenerating our health a bit. So if we decide to punch the wall some more, we have food ready to go. And I want to kind of focus on food in these early days, as I think that's going to really help us a lot when it comes to uh, being able to extract resources from the wall. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I make a shovel, it will allow us to shovel stuff out of the wall, which I believe is a quest. Yeah, better this than my hands. I wish there was a tool to save my hands. We can make a wooden shovel, which we are going to need sticks anyway, 2 of which to be exact. And there we go, a wooden shovel. And so now we can get dirt out of the wall and all this other stuff. So we can kind of hold this for a little bit here and try to fill out the dirt in this room. I feel like that's going to be something that we should definitely look at doing. And that's 6 now, which we only needed 5, which is perfect. There we go. So now let's rummage through some of this stuff here. There we go. Let's drop down some more bonsai oak trees and some more seeds and some more industrial hemp. So I would like at least that, and yeah, that should be good. And then industrial hemp seeds, perfect. So there we go. Now we can kind of work our way around the circle, and now that we have more seeds, we can start getting more wheat. We'll eventually get some more of our hemp here. One thing that I am going to do, and something I kept doing the last time that we played this mod pack, was I would continuously break my own fist by punching the industrial hemp. That was something that I did not want to continue doing. But here we go, chat. I believe now we can create for ourselves a bit of a sieve. Look at that. So now we have the Civ quest completed, which unlocks the mesh quest. To make a string mesh requires 9 string. Each string requires 3 little bits of hemp fiber. Now, hemp fiber is going to be a fun one. And of course, I do have to continuously look through here. There we go. And let's just make sure it's delivering to her. They're using that one. Tuesday, let's go place. Sorry, my mother is requesting that I order stuff for her, so there we go. But yeah, so we'll be able to get the string mesh in a little bit here, and I believe you can also use your poop to fertilize the ground. Eventually, I think we'll be able to do that. I would like to not take damage punching the wall. That's something that I would very much so like to not continue doing. I would also like to get some food up and moving pretty soon here. Some bread, so I can actually start working on eating. There we go, and we are going to use our shovel there to grow that. Oh, and here we go, bread, bread, ladies and gentlemen. It is so good. It is just so great having bread. And wood now, look at that. We are getting all of the wood. So the next thing is a hammer and a pickaxe, of which we can do right now, I believe. And so I think a hammer is like so. Look at that. And so now, if we head back, look at that. So next is a wooden crucible, which is the same thing. We just need wood, a slab, and some sticks. I don't want my sieve in there. So there we go. There's some sticks, and we have a healthy amount of cuttings. So, like so, and instead of putting it up there, we put it there. Cool. Neat. So now, I believe we can start using our pickaxe to get little rocks out of the wall. And I believe this is going to be our first little bit. Oh, and I did not want to do that. Okay. Well, we'll put it like this. And then we'll put another bonsai oak sapling. I guess we'll continue holding on to our oak for now. And we are going to want to keep some of this clear. Now, I would like to continue to work towards just getting as much of this material as we can right now, so that down the line, we're not worrying about it. Namely, oh, that was me shitting myself again. But here we go. More bread. And the next piece of wheat that we get, we are going to be able to use. Oh, would you look at that, chat? That's 7. We just need a little bit more, and we are good. And of course, as we do this, we are slowly adding to our cobblestone amounts as well as our fuel amounts. We are starting to run out of stuff here. Now, our quest book, we do get cobblestone and we get a chubby pick, which I believe allows us to start working towards uh, getting iron out of the ground here. Which I don't know about you, but I would love to be able to just pull raw iron just right out of my walls. That would be really freaking cool. And there we go. Another piece of bread. I would like to keep as much bread as humanly possible kind of situated here. So, right. Next is the last 3 bits of that. And so now we can make a string mesh. And let's work towards continuously just growing our supply of wood. We don't really need the hemp anymore. And I feel like um, there we go, our bonsai oak. I want to get as much wood as humanly possible, and I want to get as much wheat as possible. So I'm just going to kind of start rotating around here and just trying to up our food and our wood so that eventually we can take down our dirt here. Now, I don't know how much industrial hemp we are going to be using, um, as that's kind of, you know, you can't really tell going down the line like this. I mean, we're going to be looking into nuclear freaking power. So that's something that we can attempt to account for in the coming days here. In our solitude, in our confinement, in our coof restrictions. There we go. And I do want to try to keep an eye on just how much wood we are receiving. Now we are losing some of this as we go, right? So it's not a perfect system. Like we're not getting logs, but we could eventually be getting uh, something. But I think we need a bigger. No, I don't want to do that. I want to make bread. I do believe we'll eventually have a way to get bigger saplings. Um, but in the meantime, this is kind of the way that we have to go. Now, there's some more poop. And of course, we are going to turn that into fuel. We are not eating our own poop. Okay? It's not happening. We're not doing it. But I'm going to try to collect as much as I can, right? I want to load up on resources in these first few, I guess, days would be the right term there. Since we are kind of in a bit of confinement, we can't really like we don't have the sunshine. We don't know what's going on. I have no idea where I am. Please, someone send some help. I'm I'm kidding, of course. We also just shit ourselves again, which is nice. um, but we are getting up there with the bread, and of course the wood clippings. Turning that into planks now here. What can we use the planks for? Obviously, we can make wooden tools. Tripwire hooks, beds, signs, doors, sticks. Um, this is, I guess, 117 World of Color? Or not 117. What was World of Color? Now, are these modded? No, these are Minecraft, which means, okay, so this is all vanilla. The next thing is the wooden barrel. Of course. How could I be so silly? We need a barrel. No, I don't want that. I want a barrel. Old Tubby. Is that what they call Tubbo when he's an adult? Is Old Tubby. So, right, chat. I think what we do is we're pretty set for wood for right now. I think that's good. So, I'm going to start breaking down and trying not to destroy my fists as we do it. I'm going to start breaking this down, and I'm going to put down our crucible, which I believe if we put seeds in, we can make water with. So we'll be able to make that pretty quickly here, and I would also like to be able to continuously make food. So now, chat, we need to get iron to get a bucket, which means we need to use some of our very, very precious cobblestone to make a stone pickaxe. And so now we can start working towards more stuff. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, I sure as hell have. We are running out of storage space very quickly here. So I am going to sacrifice 2 of our slots. So we can start putting some of this in here. Some of the things that we are not in need of at the moment. Namely, well, we do have iron grit. Now we can use. Okay. So I am going to need to continue to break down the wall here with the wooden pickaxe. And that is so we can get more stone pebbles. I'm also going to crouch while we're doing this, just so our seeds will grow as well. But we are also making what looks to be, to me, a healthy amount of water. So, yeah. Now, chat. 16 stone pebbles only makes us 4 cobblestone, which means we have 5. Which means we need to keep mining. There we go. I wanted to be very careful there because that was likely to not be good. There we go. Make another stone pickaxe here. We'll or wooden pickaxe, sorry. We'll keep an eye on it. Now we've already gotten 4 iron dust, so we are good with the iron dust. That'll give us our stuff there. I believe an iron pickaxe will also give us some better stuff. So I'm not sure exactly what that entails. Oh, and that's how we make more. Okay. Neat. So now we have a furnace. And let's take a look. It smelts 32 items. So poop fuel is good. It's very good. I will go ahead and use 2 of our slabs here. That'll give us exactly, I believe, 3 bits, as it smelts 3/4 of an item. Of course, the math doesn't necessarily work out. We'll put some wood in there, but we have our first iron, which is very good. Heavy metal. There we go. So now we need to create a bucket and get ourselves a bucket of water. So let us go ahead and get a bucket. And look at that, chat. We have a bucket of water. Now, I would like to create some more water here, just in case we end up running out for whatever reason. We also have 4 wheat now, which means we now have 7 whole bread. And if we poop again, we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and we'll put that over here. Our second personal shrinking device we don't really need at the moment. Now, what can we use our pebbles for? We can make a crook. We can make granite. We can make a quest book. What can we use granite for? We can hammer it down to get crushed granite. We can use that to get red sand, and we can sieve red sand with our string mesh to get cocoa beans. We can also hammer it down into dust, and we can get sulfur and bone meal. Now, sulfur, I believe, is going to be one of our quests here. And there we go, smelling. We get sulfur and bone meal, which is something that we are going to need. So, neat. So, let us go ahead. And since we have a bunch of granite, we shall take our granite and we shall place it in the middle here. And I believe now that I have vein miner. Is it grave? Is it mouse button 7? Options, controls, vein. activate vein miner. Button 4. Let's make it button 5. Done, done, back to game. So now, let's try this again. So if I do button 5, I cannot vein mine for whatever reason with my hammer, which is fine. I just pooped myself again. Which we can go ahead and turn that into more poop fuel. So currently we can smelt 4 and 2.5 stacks of items. That didn't sound right to me at first. But now we can go ahead and turn our red sand into dust. Our dust now, and if we sieve our dust, what are the chances that we get it? About 20 and 7. This is going to be a long little process here. But it's okay, because we've already got the bone meal. Well, we've got bone meal. And we do have some other materials. Some tin, some copper, some nickel. We've used all of our iron. We also have lead. Let's use our Z button there, or as the British would say, Z. And we do have more water now, which we can use with some dust to make, I believe, some clay, which is a quest as well. And of course, we are going to have to eat another bread here, which is fine. I would prefer that we didn't, but it is okay. We get some more dirt. And so now, chat. We have a bone meal. We just need the sulfur. We need a gravel. And I believe we get a gravel from a cobblestone. And we have pooped ourselves yet again. We can now smelt quite a few. We can smelt 3 stacks of items now. So there we go. We have gravel. What can we hammer? So we would just get flint. Okay, what can we use flint for? We can make flint stiffened mesh, which will get us better materials. We are also going to need it to get firebox casing, a pulverizer, a manufactory, and a cutting tool, which is used by refined storage, which I would like to be able to get into ASAP. So, I guess, and we have pooped ourselves yet again. Can I hammer the wall? No, I cannot. Which is upsetting, but understandable. You don't want us to work that out too quickly. Now, if we could get a vacuum hopper or a vacuumulator, which will be able to allow us to get this kind of automated with a automatic clicker and that kind of thing, which I'm sure will come down the line eventually. And I believe, yep, we just pooped ourselves again. I believe eventually we will be able to get uranium, which will come in handy for us to get a little bit further down the line in this pack. Now, I don't know if that comes with an iron pickaxe, if that comes with the stone pickaxe. We will find out. But at least for now, let's try to collect just as much as the stone pickaxe will allow us. And I did not want to do that because that means my seed is now broke. I would like to just continue this. So we have a bunch of iron now, which is good. I would like to get at least a half a stack, which will allow us to use one of our many poop fuel. And eventually, we can use the bread if we start getting little more than uh, what our current supplies are kind of looking at us for. Let's keep an eye on our iron here, as I would like to use a full. There we go. So now, if I drop that off there, drop that there, and put a poop fuel in, like it says, it smelts 32 items. We can use it in a steam dynamo to make 64,000 RF, which is very good. And it does look like we are not getting uranium, which is fine. We don't need to get uranium, and I believe all of this is nuclear craft lead grit. Oh, this is all coming out of immersive engineering. So we are going to get into immersive engineering by the looks of it, which I prefer not to. Did we just poop? We pooped twice. I guess it's a percentage chance that we poop, and we pooped twice. Good for us. We also can make 2 more bits of bread as well. Now, I do want to keep some of this as grit form, as keeping it grit form will be a lot easier for us to manage it. But I would like to get out of this little box as soon as possible. And that's another piece of bread for us there. So, right, there we go. Now, the next step, I believe, in our evolution here is first and foremost making yet another pickaxe, but then also making an iron pickaxe. Which now, there we go, hard pick, and then there we go, block of uranium. We get a Geiger counter. Uh, Detects radiation, informs the player of their rad count, can be used to read the radiation of entities. Will be muted if off the hotbar. So we will keep that. And look at that, we've already gotten some uranium, which we will need to smelt down. And we are getting flint out of this as well, which means we can get some higher tier stuff. Uranium is good, because nuclear power is how we are going to power the machine that allows us to kind of expand our compact machine here. Now, I think eventually we are going to make this room, this tiny machine here, our way station room. I feel like would be the best course of action. Now, I have a feeling we are going to need a lot of redstone. Now, we are getting 9 rads per tick, which this is nanораds, I believe. I'm not nuclear anything, nor do I really know what's going on with that kind of system of counting the smaller numbers there. Oh, so there we go. There is, yeah, that's 35. Now I'd like to keep at least 32 hanging out there. We also have quite a bit of stone now. So let's go ahead and we'll do that because we do need the sulfur. And we can break down our gravel here. And of course, we cannot use the hammer in a vein manner fashion. I don't know if it's because we are too much of a pleb or what it is, but we cannot vein mine with our hammer, unfortunately. As much as I would love to, we sadly cannot. There we go. There's another 8 dust for us to use for our own nefarious purposes. which is to sieve it so that we can get sulfur and bone meal so that we can do something with it. I assume we'll do something with it. And that gave us absolutely nothing, which means we are going to need to use our cobblestone. And I would like to be able to mine this with Vein Miner, as it is set to button 5, and of course I am using button 5. It's just not vein mining. It's not that I'm not trying hard enough. I swear I am, chat. It's just not. It doesn't work. I mean, you can. I don't know if you can hear me clicking away at that button, but it does not work. Nor does Shift button 4, nor. It doesn't work. Which is fine. I would prefer it if it would work. And we are going to need to make a new hammer here. And why don't we? I don't have any more cobblestone. Can I make an iron hammer? I can. Let's upgrade a little bit here. Hard hammering. Oh, that allows us to vein mine. Okay. So there we go. More dust. Which we can now do this. So I guess we couldn't do it with the lower tiers, but we can with the higher. Now, unfortunately, as of right now, none of these quests are giving us any rewards, except for that one stake like 6 quests ago. But we are really starting to get some stuff going here. Now, that was bone meal. And of course, we have a 7% chance to get sulfur, of which we have gotten none. Great. But that is a yet another 3 wheat to make more bread, which I'm going to eat right now because hunger is nice. Let's go ahead and throw our grit in there. And our iron is now completely done. And we can add another poop fuel into our system there. So, right. We are well on our way to getting some more flint, which is necessary for us to get a flint stiffened mesh and then work our way up the tiers of the meshes. But I feel like that would be something that we need to do with a bigger room to get some more meshes going. And we can always use smaller rooms to sort of work our way around some machines. But there we go. There's another set of flint there. Quite a bit of redstone and quite a bit of gold and silver. Um, so now we need a block of uranium. Now this is 2 nanораds per tick. We're getting some XP. I do want to grow and get some more wheat here. And eventually we are going to have to replant some of our bonsais, of which we have 19 bonsai oak saplings. And that is a lot of iron sitting in that chest. But again, I want to try to keep it just in that dust form because I feel like down the line, um, yeah, right away, clay, and then we can start with a compactor and an auto clicker, hammer, a sequential automator, strongbox. To make a strongbox is tin and a chest. So we do have a little bit of tin. Now I don't have any more cobblestone, but we can work with that. We can get more. While a second furnace may not be necessary, I feel like we should get one since we are working in half stacks with our poop. As funny as that is. But so there we go. I believe that is 7 stone pebbles, and that makes 8. And now, there we go. We make yet another furnace, and we'll throw that in there. We have 19 uranium now, and a block of uranium. So there we go, and we can get our slow acting Radaway hazmat suit boots or hazmat suit headwear. I feel like 2 rad resistance, 3 armor for both. Let's go with the boots. And we'll put the hazmat suit boots on. And my character's all kinds of weird, but that's okay. So I can keep the rad counter in our inventory here, our Geiger counter. And we also want Radaway, slow acting Radaway, which we should have done. Golden apple. How do we get apples? We can sieve leaves. Well, how do I get leaves? I can scavenge. I can use a boron spaxel hoe. Which requires us to get saplings, which we won't be able to do just yet. Now we are not currently getting any radiation, which is good. I'd prefer not having radiation, kind of in a part of our lives. And there we go. We have our chest, which we are going to need to combine with our tin, like so, to get a strongbox. Which we're kind of working our way out. So we need a hardened upgrade kit, which is Invar, which we can smelt Invar blend, which is iron and nickel. Like I said, we would need that in our nickel grit, like so, and like so. That's 9 Invar blend. So we'll go ahead and get that going. And let's try to get some more wheat here. And then, so the reinforced upgrade kit requires hardened glass, which is obsidian, which I don't believe we'll be able to get. We can get a stone barrel with lava and water. To make lava, we need a crucible. And we could put any of these items in there: netherrack, sand, stone, dust, cobblestone. So it's a little ways away. We are going to need bronze. To get bronze blend, we need copper and tin. So here is tin. And our very little bit of copper that we have. But that gives us 8, which will give us 2 gears. So I'm all right with that. And the last thing that we're going to need for the hardened upgrade kit is redstone. And then, so we should be able to work towards. Now, since we have this wooden barrel, I want to put that there. We can then put our our dust in there and get some clay. Cool. And then, of course, brick is something that we need. But I believe we can also. We need aluminum. We can make a watering can. To make a watering can is copper and a bucket. This allows us to do. Some stuff. I know, very helpful. Uranium. We do have a fair bit of stuff now in our system here. And this strong box is going to be something that we want to have. Now, this requires some redstone. That is 2 of our 4 bronze. You know, I think that might just be a thing. I think you might very well be constipated as well, Cat. Something tells me. I think you have to like move around while you are crouching to be able to get the poop. So the strong box holds 2 sets of items, of which we can start dumping in here. So I want to keep a small amount of stuff on our person. Invar is something that we want. Stick, bucket, redstone. So we'll throw some of the grit in there. Our singular torch, our uranium is something that I want to keep in there. And so there we go. Bronze. So now we make a bronze gear. We surround that with Invar. We throw some redstone on it, and we get a hardened upgrade. Make sure that that is ticked off on the quest here for us. Yep. And so now we upgrade it, and it gets an extra row. Look at that. Look at that, chat. So now we can throw all this in there. Now, of course, it's not perfect, as we've already run out of space yet again. But it is working. Put you back down, please. Thank you. But we can also pick things up and put them back down. Very good. So, the next step, I believe, is just to use up the last of our pickaxes and get as much resources as we can here and try to start seething as much as we can. And we can see that it is a lot more efficient on the higher tiers of pickaxes. Eventually, I would like to get some auto crafters, some auto clickers, that kind of thing from this little bit of stuff here. Now, we don't really need the barrel anymore. This guy, we don't really need you anymore. And we need to be very, very cognizant of our stuff here. Now, we do get some gravel dust. I would also hazard to guess that some of our other rocks and pebbles and things can be broken down into gravel and then thus sand. So let's do that. And of course, andesite. So andesite, hammer, andesite gravel into regular gravel, sand. Now let's do our diorite. Gives us crushed diorite. Gives us dust immediately. Ooh, okay. There's another poop. We have successfully pooped ourselves yet again. And then granite. and dust. And so there we go. So now, hopefully, chat, hopefully that this will be what gives us sulfur. I don't know. We'll put the bone meal here and we'll see. But with a 7% chance, it's likely not going to happen. Unfortunately. Right. Well, that's painful. That's quite painful. We'll pull out our wood here. We are going to eventually need to start making some wood again. But for now, and as I crack my neck here, now I think also our shovel will get us gravel dust, but I don't know exactly what that's going to do for us. Because I think with using the wooden pickaxes, we're more likely to get some materials out of the wall here that can be used and turned down into the materials that we want in order to make the gravels and the sands and the dust. And dust is something that we want a lot of so that we can get our sulfur. So using these two wooden pickaxes, hopefully that'll work in our favor and our benefit. But we shall see. Right. So now we have a bunch of stone. And granite and diorite and andesite. Cool. And iron hammers, of course, for the win. And it feels like I have some kind of passive vein miner. Or not vein miner. English. Like magnet mode. Which could very well be the case. I very well may have a passive magnet mode holding iron tools, as many mod packs utilize iron as having magnetic properties. We have pooped yet again. We have two poop. We poop back to back. We've got more poop fuel to throw into our bottom furnace there. And some more wheat to make some more bread. Of course, we are going to need to eat some because we have punched the frickin' wall so much. Let us go ahead and also put down our andesite, which we have to go through the whole list of. I have pooped myself yet again. It is the 19 millionth time that I have pooped myself. And diorite is really good as it just goes to diorite, crushed, and then dust. Does not take the intermediary step of becoming sand. And so now we have 11 poop fuel. We've pooped ourselves quite a few times. We shall put our dust in our inventory now with 29. Surely we get a sulfur. And of course, now that I've said that, the ethereal Minecraft gods will. I'm sorry, cat. There we go. We've gotten finally now some sulfur. Took us long enough to get it. It's all right, cat, because once you do poop, you'll feel much better. I'm sure once you poop, you'll feel much better. But finally, we've got our first sulfur now. Always a good thing. I've gotten a notification. Uh, I've got someone's attention. Okay. Who liked me? You've got no likes right now. Well, that sucks. It is 8 o'clock, which means I can turn on my spotlight for the next half an hour and then see. I've run out of dust. The woes of using dating apps. Always fun. I don't recommend it. I really don't. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not fun. Right. So eventually we'll get that next one. But we have the clay. Now, the decay generator is another thing that we will need. We shall need lead, cobblestone, and redstone, of which I've used all of my stone. Uh, great, great job, me. Can I vein mine with stone? Can I use my stone to vein mine? My wooden pickaxe. Can I vein mine the compact machine wall? We'll be fine. I just need some stone, right? Is it stone or cobblestone? Cobblestone. Okay. We do have chisel in this as well. So once we get that really big one, we make a house inside or something, or make the floors a little nicer, something that we can use to not feel like we are so claustrophobic. But we can make 7 now. We also need now some lead and 1 bit of redstone. Throw that in there and let the lead kind of do its thing. And now it also says we can make a stone barrel. We can use a stone barrel, which is chiseled stone or just regular stone and a stone slab, which requires us to get a little bit more stone here. Not the biggest of deals. That is just 1 more. Do I have any pebbles in here? I do not, which is unfortunate. But we can make now, I believe, like this. No, I got it backwards. A decay generator, which we shall put away immediately because the next step is going to be glass. So we need glass and clay, which I believe we can take the clay, turn it into balls there. Now it only requires us to get 1. We're gonna do more. I'm gonna use our poop that we have currently, and I am going to make another set of pickaxes here, so that I can get some more stone and then get some more iron and stuff. I think that'll be something that we need quite a bit of. But I'd like to get our stone done. Yeah, 7 stone. I need 9 cobblestone to be able to make the stone barrel. And then within the stone barrel, we should be able to make the obsidian that we need to crush down to get the next tier of. There we go. We have brick. Cool. And then we need sand. We need a glass pane, which we can make our granite, which we have a perfect amount here, into red sand, which will smelt down into exactly what we need. Now, I do want to get our sap bonsais here. We're running out of wood. So I'm going to break these down and put our bonsais down. And we have 3 wheat in here. Let's hold on to that wheat just so when we do poop again, we will have enough space for it, I guess. We will be able to mix some more fuel. We do have 10 currently. Of course, I thought we had enough wood to begin with. Evidently not. But our bread is doing good. All of our tools are looking eh. But there we go. 6 glass, which we can use to make ourselves a glass pane. That is the next step. So now we get the small compactor. We need a glass pane, a hopper, an upper, 2 stone brick slabs, which we do have the stone for. I guess we'll throw the rest in there. Stone brick, and then stone brick slab. Okay. We need a hopper and an upper. We need a machine controller, which means we need copper solenoids, a machine casing, which is modularium, which is uranium, iron, and redstone. So see, chat, this is why I kept the uranium and the iron. And we need redstone as well. So we need modularium. There we go. We can make 8. Wow, that is not a lot. So we need, looks like more iron, which means we need more cobblestone. Okay, well, back on to our stone mining escapades. So that we can get 2 more wooden, or 2 more stone pickaxes, and then 2 more iron pickaxes to get some more uranium. And then hopefully we'll be able to get enough modularium done. I want to get like a half a stack so we can use full poop. But hopefully here we should have enough cobblestone to make another pickaxe. And of course, we are getting wood as we go. Nope, don't want to do that. Modularium. Okay. So we need a machine controller, which is 2 copper solenoids, which is 4 copper and 2 iron, of which we don't have any copper. So how do I receive copper? Scavenging is a stone pickaxe on solid compact machine walls. So perfect. We were just about to do that anyway. And so now we can start getting copper iron, lead, all that fun stuff that we need in order to make more modularium. And then we'll make the two iron. Well, we'll make one iron pickaxe. I believe that's about equivalent to 2 stones. Um, so that way we'll have a relatively even amount that we'll be able to do. And then we'll get a good bit of modularium there. We'll start smelting up some copper. Now, I could have not made as much bronze as I did, but the ability to make yet another bronze gear and another hardened upgrade kit and get 2 chests with 2 extra slots of inventory space might just be within our best interests. So, as much as it would pain me to have to get more copper like we are getting currently, I think that this is definitely the better play than if we were to not have made them before. We've already gotten a stack of iron, which I hope will be enough to make at least a half a stack of modularium, but I believe that requires 2 stacks of iron, of which currently, if we pick up everything that we have here, we have a stack and 34. Now, we do have quite a bit of copper now, which we do need at least 4 that I know of. Let's go ahead and smelt 12 would be a good amount, and we'll top off the wooden there. And hopefully we get a another stack of iron here. And Kat, do let me know when you poop, please. I'm very interested now. I'm invested. The dog is freaking out upstairs. That's always fun. And we should also shift so we are growing our crops as well. And there we go. 2 stacks of iron. So hopefully we get 2 stacks of uranium, and we can make our half a stack of modularium. It's quite expensive to make that modularium. Now, I believe eventually we will have a way with the compacting machine to make more modularium, but the less we have to make now, the better. I've pooped. I believe I have pooped. Yep, I have pooped. So we did get an extra 21 iron grit. Always good when we have a nice poop. Let's go ahead and make some more sticks and make ourselves an iron pickaxe here. So this stuff we can throw in here. Lead we don't need. I would like to keep an eye on how much uranium we get. We don't need the stone bricks. We don't need gravel dust. And I guess we'll put the sulfur in there for now. And of course, our next wheat to poop conversion for another poop fuel. And so now, let's start getting our uranium. So we need at least 2 stacks and a half a stack of redstone, which is not going to be difficult. And I think we might be able to do it with just the iron pickaxe that we have. I could be mistaken. Since we did not get a full stack when we used the 1 iron pickaxe last time. Why is the dog freaking out? He's losing his mind. We do need to eat as well. Our 2 bits of bread. But that gives us quite a bit of saturation, so we shouldn't have to eat for a minute here. Oh, good. You finally told him to stop? Unbelievable. So it is looking like we are going to need to make another iron pickaxe. Not a problem. I don't quite mind. We are getting quite a bit of redstone there. Look at that. We're getting a good amount of silver and gold, and I don't think we get anything else from this. Flint. We get some flint. It's not horrible. I prefer more, but it's not horrible. I think a vacuumulator hopper system would be very good to get rocking and rolling as soon as possible. Some kind of system that we will be able to really work on auto crafting wood pickaxes, stone pickaxes, iron pickaxes, potentially diamond pickaxes. I'm not sure if that's something that will get us a good amount of stuff there. Evidently, iron does not give us diamonds, so I don't know how we're going to get them. And we haven't gotten a single bit of coal yet. That's a new one. That's something that's going to be quite interesting to figure out how we get. We are well on our way now. I mean, we are well over a stack and a half of uranium. We are still also getting no radiation since we have our boots on, which are definitely helping us out with the radiation front. I think the Geiger counter is something that we are definitely keeping in our inventory as long as possible. All right, come on. Give me more uranium. More uranium, please. Of course, having more uranium in my inventory is always, a great idea. Because, ARS is such a wonderful way to die. Stack and 59. Stack and 60. You're almost there. Come on. There's another uranium. There's another uranium. Come on. 2 more. 2 more. That's all I need. Perfect. And there's a stack of uranium. So now we can make a half a stack of modularium. Perfect. And I would like to get some more wood. We have the copper. What else do we need for the copper solenoids? We need iron. Easy enough. We have quite a bit of it hanging out right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll craft up our 2 copper solenoids. There we go. And the machine controller. We need a redstone reception coil, which requires us to have some gold, of which we have quite a bit of. So let's go ahead and we'll steal half of our poop fuel, I guess, and we'll put some gold in there, and we'll get quite a fair helping of gold going. What is next? So redstone and a machine casing, which is a block of redstone, of which we are able to make 7, 14. We'll keep 14 because I believe we're going to need quite a bit of machine casings. There is 16 modularium, and I believe it is 4 modularium, and that gives us 2 machine casings. So the last thing we need is the redstone reception coil, which we can make right now. And then 1 machine controller. So the next thing we need is the tiny item output, input, and input hatch. I also need to do this. Need two chests to turn into two hoppers, one of them to turn into an upper. And yep, there we go. I need two bricks. We are going to need our barrel back. And let's grab our water, toss that in there, grab some seeds, and boom. Perfect. We need some dust. Diorite will be our best bet, I believe. It uses the least amount of durability. And there we go. Clay, more modularium, more gold. We have excess that we don't need. We have a lot of excess, to be fair. And eventually, we're going to have to take everything, compress it down into some stuff here. And, let's make another box here. So what was it that we needed? We needed tin. Yeah, we needed tin. Of course, we don't have a free space yet. Not quite yet. Yet another poop. So I need to do tiny. Here we go. Tiny item input, tiny item output, and tiny energy input, which requires a bunch of redstone and some repeaters. So to make repeaters, I believe it is like this, like this, like this, and like that. Yep. So it's a good thing we smelted down the stone. Not what I originally wanted to use it for, but tiny energy input. So now we need the tiny item input, which is another hopper, another machine casing, and another chest. So we need some more wood bonsai trees, please. Yeah. And we have 4 bricks currently. So that is one of our 3. Our modularium looks good. So let's go ahead and make another 2 machine casings. And I really want to get this tin smelted. So we'll take out the poop fuel, put the tin in there, drop the wood in there, and yeah, because I want to make another one of the dude bros. So we need bronze, and we'll turn the bronze into a gear. We take some invar, and we'll need to put the invar around the gear with some redstone. We make our upgrade. Let's throw you, and that's all we can throw in there. Yeah, so that's literally everything we have currently. We are going to need our decay generator and block of uranium, so let's throw the copper in there, and let's throw the cobblestone in there. That is our tin done. So now we can surround our chest with tin, make a strong box, throw that guy down, upgrade him. We get water, boom, boom, dust, boom, clay, 8, and throw that in there. as the last of our gold as well. And so now we can get rid of our wooden crucible. We can get rid of our wooden barrel. We can throw those into our new and improved lovely little bits here. We don't need our wooden shovel anymore, so right. We are going to need some iron, I guess. And we do need the brick as well. So we'll put the bonsai in there and put the bonsai in there. Cool. So now, just need more wood for fuel for my little clays. I just need 2 more to be grown here. 2 more clay to be smelted, and then I believe the item input just requires some more wood. So let's just keep on growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Come on, bonsai trees. Come on, bonsai trees. Now, of course, this is going to take up pretty much this whole section here. It is going to take up quite a bit of our space to make these. So now, I believe it is chest, hopper, redstone? No. Item, input. I need another chest. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I need, like, more chest. And output is same thing. So I need 3 chests. Something like that. No, I think I just need 2 more chests. No, I need 3 because I need to make 2 hoppers. One of them is going to be used in the machine. The other one is going to be used in the production of other things. Come on. There we go. So that is yet another chest, which we will turn into, and I believe I have just enough iron for this as well, to make a compact machine. So let's take a look. Yep, we just need the tiny item output, the 3 bricks, which, boom, there we go. Saves us an inventory slot. And then, yeah, we'll make little teeny dudes and then infinite tiding rooms and corrupt PSDs and corrupt things. Oh, we get a hopper. We get a free hopper. Look at that. And then we just need a vacuumulator, which is tin, a device frame, a redstone server, iron gears, copper, tin. Okay. We'll work on that once we get another room. I would like to make at least 2 more rooms. One inside of one another, of course, because that makes all of the sense. We'll just keep going down the rabbit hole. And there we go. Last chest. And then we do this, a hopper on the bottom now, and a tiny item output. Yay! So now, small compactor. Searching JEI for a small compactor. These are the required blocks. Make sure the hoppers face correctly. Assembling machines can sometimes be a little tricky. Remember to have full power on your DK generator before attempting crafting, as otherwise it might malfunction. Well, boys and girls, I believe that this is now time for me to shit myself, apparently. I believe this is where we now begin the process, and I need to see if I can put my crafting station up here and still access the chest. I can. Perfect. Beautiful. Right. Compact. Small compactor. Okay, so here we go. I believe it is 1, 2, 3. It is the item in, item out, and energy. So energy, controller, and hold on. Yeah. You, you, you. And I want it in the corner because that's going to be the best spot for it. We want the upper facing in, the hopper facing in. And that should be, let's go. Cool. So now you, and get down from there. You. And I can still access. So I put 4 modularium in there to make a compact machine wall. I need 1 machine casing, 4 compact machine walls, and 4 planks, of which I only have 2 currently. Yay. It's fine. We can. And then we will be able to make. So it said is required 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we don't have quite enough tiny item input. We need the block of uranium and the decay generator. The decay generator right here. The block of uranium right here. Why not? We pooped again. Little yay. Come on. Grow, oak sapling. Grow. Please grow. Now, once we get our last machine, dude, bro, and that's 2000 RF. So, can I still access the bottom chest? I can. So now, item input 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And that should. Processing. Boom. Compact machine wall. We have 2000 RF. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Processing. Come on, bonsai tree. You got this. You got this. Use my poop. Use my farts. We have plenty of power. So uses just. Let's go. Shade's got his first poop. Let's go. Right. Tiny compact machine. Boys and girls, we did it. Blocks against claustrophobia. Infinite tiny rooms. We did it. So, the next thing is to work around into the next chapter. Now, eventually, I am going to fill out the chapters, so get a beetroot, and that requires a phyto beetroot seeds, which requires dirt. There's a 15% chance of getting beetroot. Okay, cool. Well, we can do the sawmill, but I think that this chapter being complete, uh, will mean that we'll throw our tiny machine down there. Let's grab our personal shrinking device, and here we are, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We now have more breathing room. So I think what I'm going to do in between streams, I might just go ahead and sit down and just grind out materials. I won't continue in the quest lines any, but what I might do is I might use this room as a way to sort of work our way uh, around these different areas and try to kind of set up a bit of a hub. So if we hop up here, and of course, I do need to remember the way to set up a new spawn point. So I believe it is shift and boom. There we go. New entry point set. And so now we can hop back in here, hop back out, and do all of that. So we are well on our way now. I guess in the meantime, can I grab you? Okay. Let's let's do this. We will we'll empty out this strong box. And we'll go into here and we shall put it down and fill it up immediately with everything non-essential. Geiger counter is definitely essential here. And then we'll go back. We'll grab you. Oh, and it does it hold the inventory? Wrong. I hear fire. It does. Well, that's neat. Let's we'll bring everything that we need in the new area. Dirt and all. And we shall remove our block of uranium. Come on, get in my inventory. And get in my inventory. And we shall set the new spawn here. And cool. So now we have our little area here that we can set up shop and keep working on stuff. But in the meantime, I believe that is all we have time for tonight. Since I would like to sleep at a reasonable hour. Thank you guys ever so much for coming out to the stream. If you liked what you saw, maybe you should hit that follow button if you have not already. And if you want to keep up to date with these videos as they go live over on YouTube, head on over 6 Moons Down. We also post over on the Instagram, 6 Moons Down. Come on over there, have a look. We are having a great amount of time over there. I post when we go live and stuff like that. Tomorrow will be a raft stream, and if you want to keep up with some of my personal life and some of the weird and wacky shit that I do, head on over to my TikTok at 6moonsdwn. Thank you guys ever so much for coming out to the stream. This video will be going live hopefully tonight on YouTube, since I don't have any broken bits with the stream, so we'll put that over on YouTube. But thank you guys ever so much for coming out to the stream. I love you and I leave you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.